Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Geno Bisconte during the commercial just talking about how over the holidays he was with his family and his little niece predicted something. How does it feel when you go back to the family and they ask how your career is going? Is it awkward?
No. You know, I talk.
Do they say, is it the same? Anything good happening, or is it the same?
My niece and nephew think I'm great. So when they're like, Uncle Geno, what have you been?
Two.
I know, they do. And they make me, I'm like, I'm a terrible person. Like, no, you're fantastic. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm fantastic.
When they're 17 and they're asking their parents.
When they're like, what did you do today? And I'm going through my head, slept till noon, tried to sober up, said I'm not going to do that, started drinking, had to take the train here because I'm an alcoholic.
No, I'm talking 17 years from now when they go, when did Uncle Geno start working at the Sunoco station?
He always knew he was going. It
was right after he started.
You think I'm going to lose my bartending job, huh, Ryan? What, are you calling me out?
Right after he started that public feud with Mike Buschetti.
No, but he did start, well, I don't know if he started.
Has he in fact burned bridges with you now, Mike? I mean,
I got to turn my back, Geno, like they said in Goodfellas.
As if you could turn anywhere.
We needed that money. They wouldn't have found it, Mike.
Come on, Mike!
Geno, I got to turn my back on you like Paul Sorvino.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big back.
I can see your back from the front, Mike. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What about a tour of the Buschetti?
I'll be at the Sunoco station.
I'd love working with Geno. We had a lot of fun together.
Buschetti Bisconte. Would you, for the right money, would you give up
top I'd love to work with.
Would you give up top billing? Would it be Bisconte Buschetti for the right money?
I don't care. I love Geno.
Well, you're the one that needs to book the rooms.
I don't have that kind of stuff.
No. I thought you had a manager.
Joe, but I mean, you got to book a
Joel Richardson?
What do you think a manager does? He books you. And Joel seems to be a competent guy. I like Joel.
He is a competent guy. He's a good guy.
That is a backhanded compliment. He seems to be
a
competent guy. No, I like Joel, but he seems to be a competent guy.
That's what I said. I don't know anything about him.
No, Artie's
you're an able lover, Artie.
No, Artie is a gentleman.
Joel's a gentleman. I'm not insulting the guy.
No, Geno is though. Geno's being like a nitwit.
I'm not a nitwit. Whoa, with the effing language.
Yeah.
No, but I would work with Geno. Sure, I'd like to work with him.
Geno, did you hear that? It's very exciting.
I'm excited.
We just got to find people to book us out across the country.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Finding people to hire you.
Another comedian for when Buschetti doesn't show up.
Exactly.
You know, all you need is one other comic to get an audience. Chris Rock. Do you think Chris Rock would know? If you two and Chris Rock went out, I think you'd sell tickets.
CK took a leave of absence. He's probably available. I can text him.
Bring Dice with us.
Yeah, I'm sure Dice would jump at that. Well, you met Dice here, right? Did you meet him here? Did he extend an arm of like wanting to work with you?
No, but he's nice.
What comics that have come in here?
No. I believe he got a restraining order.
Besides Geno, what comics have come in here and offered?
Well, comics are very selfish, though. You're very generous. A lot of them are jerk-offs.
Well, name one that's a jerk-off.
There's a whole list of them, actually. Oh, yeah. Besides the guy with the purple blue shirt over there.
During the commercial.
Purple blue is making a comeback. I almost saw my
aqua shirt over there.
Yellow one.
No,
so you guys could do this on stage.
I'd love to fight with him
while Chris Rock puts his makeup on.
Oh, no.
I do football videos in between trade rumors with that basketball.
Yeah, what do you do? You have football videos? What do you do now?
I do football videos.
What are they of?
I've said this again.
You know where Steve Sable figures
I just pick the games against the spread, and people are always saying, "Oh, I have a system," but no one has a system because Vegas.
If you
always
had a
wins.
system, would you dress like that?
I don't have a system. I let the jokes make the picks, and I went 3-0-1 this week.
So who make the picks?
Whatever the joke says, that's the pick.
What's the joke?
It depends on what
you just said.
Like for example,
how does a joke make a pick?
Because perfect example. I was talking about the Niner game, and I said the Niners have a lot of momentum, and I said the Packers have been distracted by the
Aaron
Rodgers interview, and then I showed a picture of him and his assistant, and I said, but regardless of what's going on here, I said, you need to see the three faces of Aaron Rodgers. I said, this is him with his assistant.
Right.
This is him with a mustache, and then I showed him with a girl, and I said, this is him with a beard.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And then I said, obviously, any straight bets on the Packers is a bad move. Take the Niners.
Back after this.
There you go.
Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Thanks to French Quarters Guest Apartments. That's right, thanks to French Quarters Guest Apartments for being our New York City hotel. Let them be your headquarters in New York City. Go to FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay. That's FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay. I'm wearing a scarf I got for Christmas from my girlfriend, Adrian.
Protecting the pipes.
Now, is anybody... let the jokes fly. It's from my lovely girlfriend, and I'm being honest and truthful to her. And I am wearing it like I promised I would. Buschetti, your thoughts?
I think she's a great woman, Artie. You're super blessed.
I feel like doing my Ethel Merman in this. Curtain up!
But with Geno, I tried to help him right away.
What happened?
When I first got on the show, I said, Geno, can you broker some gigs for us?
Broker?
I'll help you make some money with me. And
Can you broker some gigs?
He couldn't get us anybody.
All right, well, what do you
make it happen?
Did you try hard there, Mike?
Nah, I didn't try that hard.
No.
I asked him, I said, Geno, let's do some gigs. We'll make some money together. And I went right to him
I'm
right
in the
away.
city a lot. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, well, Mike, I mean, he's a comedian. He's not an agent.
I know. But some guys are more connected than others, though, in this.
Yeah, I know, but he's a comedian, not an agent. If you can believe it, he's a better agent than a comic.
You're not helping.
But did you book anything for? I mean, did you really go at these promoters and say, "Listen, I can get Mike Buschetti"?
Yeah, well, not promote. I don't know any promoters, but you know, when someone offers me a gig, I'll throw out Buschetti's name and try and get more money.
What happens when that happens?
I'm like, hey, I could bring Buschetti if you.
Okay. What's the guy say?
If you throw in an extra $2K, and then I give Mike $400 and a sandwich.
Can you bring the grease to get him through the door?
He turned his back on me
Well,
three
Mike,
times.
have you done that with other comics who might have connections?
Yeah, I asked some people, but a lot of comics like, well, whatever, you know. Some people that are known, I know.
Joey Gay, you could do that with. He seems like a guy with connections.
Yeah, who you know? By the way, you throw out another guy. So he's got all these famous friends he never tells us about. What about them? Help?
Like I love Ted Alexandro. I wanted to broker stuff with him, but
Well, Ted's a great comic, but he's not a hugely famous guy.
I know. I tried to help
What did
other
he say?
friends, though. I tried to help them. He's like, I'll see what I can do.
What about your rich friends in Nantucket?
Yeah, what about them?
Yeah, those people.
Well, you know what? We'll do a tour there if they want to pay.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to pay, everything's about it's so the way you talk. Like I know they have to pay you to work, Mike, but the way you talk is so vicious and cruel. You're just like, you want to pay, you got me.
I know.
You want to pay, jerk off, you got me. But you got to pay.
We'll call it the Once in a Blue Moon tour.
When I did a gig in Boston last week with this scarf, and there's a bunch of guys waiting outside.
Oh my God!
Like for me to sign stuff, and the one Boston guy looked at the scarf and said, "Artie, I didn't have you pegged as a scarf guy." Hey, look, he just came from a plumbing job. I don't have you pegged as a scarf guy.
Scarf guy.
All right, we got to say goodbye.
Oh, but buddy.
Kenny Albert, great man. I hope to have him back here. We're going to write some comedy bits for Kenny Albert. He'll be our Marv Albert, and he's, of course, Marv's son. Kenny Albert, a good man. Issa Abdul Qudus. Issa Abdul Qudus, safety for the New Orleans Saints, still in it for my hometown of Union, New Jersey. I appreciate it. The great Chris Mannix, always amazing, senior writer for Sports Illustrated. Geno Bisconte, give me plugs.
Roast of Boomer Esiason. You'll be
That's
on
right,
it. I'll be there. I'm writing for it.
Well, yeah, okay, but what else? You got your...
Geno's picks. Go to GenoBisconte.com. Get all the picks for this week's football game. Follow me there. See my dates.
The Artie Lange Show from the AshleyMadison.com studio.
The Artie Lange Show. Weeknights on Audience. Only on DirecTV.